Be nice, Gerard.
I was being nice.
Behave.
I'm flirting with her.
I know.
You know what's next? Hey.
I'm the only light skinned one in the house.
Yeah.
Old light skin.
Drinking albino drink.
Did y'all see the TikTok where little boy was sitting on the beach and a white lady was sitting next to him and she was putting all the suntan lotion on and then she handed him suntan lotion. He put it on his hands and the bottom of his feet. It did like this.
Because this is almost light skin.
Right.
I got it.
This.
I got this shit.
And she cracked up. She just fell out.
Oh.
And he did it with the purest of heart, right?
Yeah.
He had no idea. He was like, that's the only shit that needs turning.
Right.
I get it.
Now you can. Boom, boom.
Boom. That's why I got the Gilligan
I got
hat.
that shit.
That's why I got the Gilligan hat.
Yeah. I just tell people all the time, we the same color, see? The light skinned people.
Y'all keep going. All right? Because we're going in 3, 2, 1.
I think I was on.
It was like, I was going to come in next.
We was gonna do
right.
amigo spiritual.
Right. You know, on the downbeat.
We was getting ready to do
Yes.
Welcome, guys, to another edition of the BS of Entrepreneurship podcast. This is where young, struggling entrepreneurs come to find out how to be more proactive, more productive, and more profitable. But stay tuned because today, first of all, let me introduce myself. I'm Frankie P.
I'm Maria P.
Sinead V.
And I'm going to do the introductions properly for my man here,
Gerard G.
Yeah. So we're going to, we're normally bringing in our focus is for struggling entrepreneurs who are looking to go to the next level. But within that, we also have to worry. We also have to learn about and deal with our mental wellness. And this month, being May, it is Mental Health Awareness Month. So, but let me introduce my man.
So that's why they invited me. Straight mental.
You say straight mental. Not only in May.
Every day.
But let me introduce this my man Gerard Seabrooks. I'm gonna let you do the list. For those, not many of you, who don't know who Gerard Seabrooks, let them know who is Gerard.
Well, my name is Gerard Seabrooks, originally NYCer. I live here in D.C., been here for about 20, 30 years. Love it here. Love it. Love the people here. Love the vibe here. That's why I'm here. I want to tell the whole world, if you don't come here, you ain't nowhere. Okay, we got it. We like to play, work hard, play harder. That's the motto. So he invited me to come down here. I actually work with a lot of mental people, not really, but the young people, 18 to 24. And I like to bring young people into their fruition. That's what I do. Be it either by counseling or be it by career choices, getting their career path. You know, a lot of young people, you don't know what you want to do till you're about 30. So, they flounder around. I assist people in doing that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
y'all fuck them up, I'll fix them.
If we need
Are you speaking of parents?
Exactly. Yeah. Y'all are parents.
Yes.
Well, let's rewind this and bring this all the way back to the first level.
Okay.
How did you get to where you are? I mean, everybody sees you as you the funny man who's been on TV, been on the comedy shows. And every event you go to, you are the life of the party. But when you began, take us back to 5-year-old Gerard Seabrooks, and how did you come up? So
I've always had that energy, that fire, enthusiasm.
Okay.
I always wanted to be in front of the camera.
Okay.
I wanted to be Bill Cosby. I wanted to be Denzel. And I got funny stories about them because I became friends with both of them when I was in LA. So I went to Maryland. I came here and I graduated, and I left and went to LA. Bill didn't give them nothing they didn't want. It was never a slip.
That's what you said.
It was a dip. Oh, I know. I was there.
Your buddy.
Oh, I've been there. I've been in the green room, just like in here with y'all drinking.
So why
I've been in the green room with Bill.
Do that?
Because it's fun. It enhanced the fun.
So they
got
wanted it. You're saying
Yes.
they
They knew it was
wanted it.
coming. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He didn't fool nobody. It was no sneaky. He ain't slipped nobody nothing. He said, "Oh, you want this? All right. It's gonna make you feel better. It's gonna make it nicer."
So what made it?
And they wanted to be
I don't
down
talk
so
about
much.
Bill Cosby, but I'm just saying why?
Because it enhanced. It's just like somebody else saying to you, "Hey, have a drink." It's the same thing. He gassing you up, and to get you righter, to make it more nicer, to make it nastier, to have you uninhibited, have you more freaky and fun, break down your inhibitions, and you enhance. Now, I don't know about the pass out. I don't understand everything, but I know, and I have even had a conversation with him. But that's what they was doing, especially in the 70s. It wasn't no slipping sneaky. We don't do the sneaky.
Well, do you think the women felt better about?
And they came back. Yeah, if you woke up and they know that you passed out or whatever, and you felt the advantage of it, and you wouldn't come back. You had a good time. They was at the Playboy Club, the Playboy Mansion. I've been to the Playboy Club.
So what do you
good time.
What do you think turned their
Money.
Okay.
And the whole conspiracy when he actually was going to buy CBS for $400 million because he's worth even more than that. And the powers that be, the same reason they killed Enos, his son.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah. You didn't know that? They killed him on the side of the highway.
Wow.
The same reason.
I remember
And they killed Michael Jordan's son on the side of the highway.
Michael Jordan's son.
The father.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you making the wrong moves and making moves that they don't like, they hit you where you love, and that's always been.
So what do
they
you
hit
think
you
about
where you weak.
Fox?
I'm sorry.
Jamie Foxx.
I party with Jamie Foxx. I've been to Jamie Foxx's house.
No, I'm saying that because
in
I
Vegas.
keep hearing
I know
all
he
these
party
stories about P. Diddy and this conspiracy about
Oh, really?
Jamie knows. Yes, it's all.
Jamie knows something about P. Diddy and they dosed him or something.
Yeah.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
But and I don't believe a lot of conspiracies like that.
Yeah.
But I know he parties hard, and I've partied with him. I've been to his house, and this is a funny story. He had a party, and he lives in Vegas. Probably still lives there, I don't know. But he having a big party, and it's about 100 people in the house, and big ass mansion, and everything. Everybody's having fun. And he's on the basketball court outside, butt ass naked, balling. And I'm like, this my kind of nigga. Big fun.
Oh my God.
And that's my kind of fun. Y'all know that.
We've known you for a while, brother.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we
So hanging out with Bill in the green room while he doing the show, and he walking around and going, "Hey girl, you looking fat," and smacking ass. That ain't nothing new. It's nothing new. Now I've never been around R. Kelly and all of that stuff, but in entertainment, it always goes up 3 and 4, 5 notches. Uninhibitedness, and it's allowed. If you at a social event and there's a dish of a whole bunch of powder, you ask, can you dip in? And that's what they do. It's no hiding and all of that.
So that's how it really is.
Oh yeah, Hollywood is Hollywood.
Wow.
So
yeah.
I have a theory.
Not saying I do that kind of stuff.
Right.
Yeah. We know what you do.
Shut your ass.
No,
Get your wife together.
No, listen.
I give it an eye.
I already got my foot.
Before you fall again.
My foot broke. Gerard said Frank did it, but
I know.
I'm gonna
No, I didn't say Frankie
You didn't
did
hear
it.
it from me.
I said she kicked Frankie, and she did.
But look, you're telling me all this stuff about what Bill Cosby did, but what about his wife Camille? I mean, what? I mean, what if she just accepted it? And it was okay?
Well,
How do we know that she didn't set him up?
And that's a wonderful thing, too, because we even talked about that even before we started, too.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about people accepting people for who they are.
Okay.
And it's wonderful that you guys have been married years, and throughout years, people change. You're going to change. You're not the same person you were 5 years ago. Nobody is. Every 5 years, it might be not a dramatic change, but, you might get on a painkiller and you like it and be like, you know what? I like this. Mm-hmm. And it might not turn into a problem, but It might even change your personality. People accept people for who they are in marriages. That's what they do in all relationships. So a lot of young people or people that have been in relationships get with somebody and they push for a change. They want people not to be who they are. Everyone should be their authentic self.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
But
As long as myself ain't hurting you
Right.
or anybody else. Now, if I'm going around hitting people upside the head, it's a problem.
How do you think that you've changed over the last 5 years?
Oh, actually, I've slowed down a lot. I mean, if you know me, come on, brother. I used to jump over furniture at the parties.
That's hard to believe.
See? Isn't that something?
You don't know him.
Right.
You know him.
I used to be stronger.
Look, I
I'm
met
older
you like,
now.
what, 20 years ago?
Yeah.
I didn't even have any kids. Well,
Right.
I had one child, but me and you, we were not together.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been over 20 years.
Yeah, you still look the same.
And
See
I
that?
was like, who
See
in the hell is that dude sitting over there
That's amazing.
making all that noise?
But I'm quiet at home, so that's a whole other thing. See?
Yeah,
That
I
people don't
remember
know.
the first
I'm
time I
loud.
met you.
If you see me on a Friday, Saturday night, or in the green room, okay, it's an energy that's amped up.
How are
If
you able to
you
turn
see
that-
me at home,
how
I'm
are you
quiet.
able
I
to
go
switch it
home,
on?
I watch
Switch
TV,
it on and
I
off.
curl up, lay on some titties, relax.
How are you able to switch it on and off?
You appropriate in appropriate situations, and you put 100%, 110% in wherever you are. So I'm gonna act up
So when
and
you-
do
when
the
you're
top
at it-
notch
when you're
wherever
it,
I'm
you
at.
got
When I'm at
100%.
work, I'm kicking it 110.
100 work.
110. Now I might not do 110 all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Friday morning or Friday, I might be like, look, we're gonna take a chill day or whatever. You done handled your week. But when you working, it's work time.
Okay.
You know, and it's playtime, it's playtime. So you can go hard from Friday night to Sunday, but you better be ready for work on Monday morning.
Well,
I don't care what you do.
When that
You gotta be
switch-
ready.
When that switch and this goes into any type of entrepreneurship.
Anything.
When that switch at, let's say on Sunday night at 9 o'clock, is that when that switch turns on?
Sometimes it go to 8 in the morning on Monday morning, but I don't care what you do, you better be ready for work.
Wow.
At 9,
And you've been able to kind of
oh yeah.
control.
Oh yeah. What you do is anything you do is supposed to enhance. If this is a detriment, all right. If you need to get this to take a sip before you go to work, then it's a problem. Do you understand? Everything is given to us to enhance. All of these clothes and everything. I mean, I wear my hat on backwards and whatever, but this is a uniform. It's a costume for what I want to present to young people. All right. I play appropriate. I play appropriate.
You go get one, let that hair down.
I
girl.
play appropriate. Yeah, pull it down.
He said it's after 5 o'clock. He said it's after 5 o'clock.
Gerard.
Yeah.
I have a question because this is, it's on my mind.
Okay.
The tequila.
Good.
Okay. So you got this really hype personality. Really.
Not all the time, but when
I
it's
understand.
appropriate,
I
yes.
understand. What I know is
Right.
a hype personality.
Yes.
Life of the
Right.
party.
Right.
Love to have fun.
Right.
Get people together. All of that.
Mhm.
So and I know we haven't delved into your career, but from what you've told me, you deal with people who have issues.
Oh yeah. Challenges.
Yeah, challenges.
I am an expert at dealing with the challenged population, whatever the population is.
Mm-hmm.
And usually it entails my people, but sometimes it's not my people.
Right.
Yes, I've dealt with Pathways to Housing, where it was all types of people, diverse. But anyone that's a challenge, some reason I relate to people with challenges. And with the counseling background and courses and schooling, I've learned to, no matter what they say, I deal with the situation and I'm a listener and we work on providing a service. So if Johnny comes in my office and he's upset and he cursing, he not cursing and calling me names, but he is calling me names, but he might be hungry. He ain't ate today.
There's a reason that he's cursing.
Or he might have got violated last night.
Right. And you just
And
have
then
to
in the
dig
morning,
down.
he in my office. So I've worked in many facets of this population. I've worked for Job Corps where I was a counselor. I've worked in the emergency room at MedStar, Washington Hospital Center, where I was a counselor. So I'm making moves and I'm doing what's not work to me. I'm relating to people and using the dynamics and the data processing, what they use to document. And what I do is I relate to people and I fix and I listen, and I don't judge. So if a young person comes to me and say they got violated last night, you ain't gonna say nothing to me that freak me out. You see what I'm saying? And you learn that as with coursework, and you learn that through the work. And when people are hurt, they hurt people. So you might come in and see my kids on the desk, and this is a true story. Young person comes in there and sees my 2 daughters' picture on the desk. Yo, Mr. Seabrooks, yo, those your kids? I was like, yeah, those my babies. Oh, I fucked the shit out of her. So they looking to see what edges you.
Okay,
and so that's, and it's a good thing, and it's a bad thing, because it's made me so ambivalent. And so I'm tripping out when people, young people, and any people are sensitive to words.
When they say
because,
that to you.
Because they not, I don't care what you say, it's hardly what you can say to hurt me.
Because I mean, and most people, and I know for instance for myself, if and I have to deal with this with dealing with the challenges, because sometimes I will take it personally. How do you not take these attacks personally?
The first thing, the 2 first lessons that you taught is in the sandbox. You're supposed to share your toys. That's the first thing. And people don't do no more. Second of all, the second thing.
You're making me laugh.
No, it's true though. The first thing they teach you is to share. That's the first thing they teach you. Second thing they teach you, sticks and stones.
Okay.
May break my bones, but words will never hurt me. So you call me this, all kind of names, and I'll sit back and be like. I told my current girlfriend, we've been together 6 years. I told her, I said, if we together, you're going to hear a whole bunch about me. Some true, some not. But when you hear something profound and ridiculous,
come to me.
No, you ain't got to come to me, because you're going to know. I mean, you might even hear that I'm gay.
I don't know what that.
I don't have to defend that,
right,
because you're going to see. People going to try to hurt me. Oh, he danced. He like house music. You see what I'm saying? There's all kind of stuff that people going to say. But when you really fly, people going to talk. You see what I'm saying? When they stop talking about me, that's going to be a problem.
Right, okay.
I'm the shit. I should be talked about.
So let me ask you this.
I should be talked about. So words shouldn't hurt people. But that's why I find it so crazy that now young people are so sensitive. Oh my God, I'm going to kill myself because people don't like me. Or the people that said something.
Well, they don't know who they are. And no one has.
And that's
these parents that you were talking about. What should you call them? He said something. They're not
jacked up parents like you.
Yeah, the jacked up parents. Yes, the jacked up parents. I feel like I am not jacked up.
Everybody is a jacked up parent.
I mean,
everybody parent makes mistakes.
I'm not saying that I didn't make no mistakes now. I know now. No, because I know that I have, and I've had to regroup and think about what I said or what I did or didn't do.
And you know what's so wonderful about young people is even when you flying amazing, especially when they're a teenager, they're going to think you garbage. Are they going to go through a period where they hate you? Are they going to, they really wanted something and you denied them. And, you're never going to be perfect. And that's what's so amazing about being a parent. I was blessed with 2 amazing baby mamas. I mean, all I had to do was pay the cash, and they was just like, on autopilot. My kids, A's in school all the way up. Beverly Hills High School, one of my kids, all scholarships, all of them. I had to pay for no colleges. I was like, you know what? They're going to find a man and get turned out. Something going to happen because they're too perfect.
Right,
and it's on autopilot. Once my baby mama had to call me, I had to come down there in North Carolina and fix some stuff up, talk to my kid, talk to about 15 hours. Minimal. I'm the fun time daddy. Who couldn't have had it better? Right. I knew it was going to come down. Got one kid up in New York. She fall in love with a ghetto rat kid. Turned out some situation. We had to fix that.
Okay.
But I had it so perfect that I knew it was going to come down the hatch. These teenagers, I messed up in my 20s. Everybody. As long as you got people to help you and you're not constantly, and you don't do it into your 30s and 40s.
I have a question.
Sure.
Okay, so you're
I might
saying
answer it.
you're saying that words just sticks and
minimal.
stones. Okay, so what if
No, I
you're
get her.
hearing those words from a loved one?
And I have.
Like abuse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Verbal abuse.
Ah.
You can't
How would a
just,
person deal with that?
you can't just stick
actually-
and stone.
Well, you try not to escalate, and I have escalated, because you care so much that you want to prove what they're saying is wrong. Accusations. Integrity is one of my biggest words. It is one of the most important words to me.
Okay.
And young people don't even know what that word means now. I mean, half the adults. Integrity is doing what you would do when nobody's around. Integrity is knowing your true authentic self. Integrity is being straight up and honest and not trying to be slick. You could lie to me and it wouldn't bother me, but you being slick and when I turn my back, taken or whatever is worse than, I have a very skewed, and some people say it's narcissistic because, first of all, if you're not trying to figure me out, it's a problem to me. It enthralls me that people are intrigued and want to know me, and I want to know people. You know what I'm saying? But if you're amazing and we walk in the room, everybody should turn around. And out of everybody turning around, and I don't, usually I am loud, but even if I'm not loud, when they turn around and they trying to figure out, first of all, well, you got a suit on, sneakers, and they're looking you up and down. Half the people are going to be like, yo, this is a fake bum, whatever. He ain't like whoever. If I come in the house thing and half the people, oh no, he here. You're going to have people that love you and hate you, regardless of where you go.
No matter what.
No matter where you go. And if that's not happening to the 10th power over me, it's a problem. I want to make moves and I want to impact the room.
So
I want to do that.
So let me did you have another question? Go ahead.
She wasn't saying nothing.
Go ahead.
I was getting ready to say something. Because when you brought up narcissist,
Yes, it might be a little.
you think
Yeah.
you have that type of personality, narcissist?
I think I'm amazing. I don't think that I'm better than people. And I don't want to put down other people to make myself amazing. So you can be amazing, but as long as you're nice with me. You see what I'm saying? Nice to people. Nice is very important to me.
But are you emotionally available?
Emotionally available.
Yeah.
I mean, if I don't cry that you've had it rough or whatever. I mean, if you come to me at my office and you say, I got beat up last night and first I'm gonna be empathetic and care about your well-being. Look, how you feeling? Your feet, you hurt, whatever. But if you saying, look, I'm smacking people because of what happened to me last night, that's a problem to me.
So can I just be extreme confidence and not being a narcissist?
Yeah. It's it's definitely confidence. I think it's so narcissistic because if some people are not because they don't know how to deal with it, or they feel like they're not empowered, or they want to be where we are, that they go the wrong way about it. I don't think that's a problem to me. You see what I'm saying? Because they confused. They just they don't even know how to fuck with us. You see what I'm saying? That they so enamored. I have been around people that their friend might come up and say, look, Maria, Frankie, Gerard just using y'all because he want to do. They'll even try to defamate my character to be their friend and to diminish our friendship. I'm intrigued by that because they go against. Because first of all, you don't have to. If you know me, you got it. If you really know me, first of all, I ain't gonna be like a lie and say, yo, Frankie be beating Maria.
No,
You see what I'm
not
saying?
you
So,
personally. But if someone else, if the people out there, if they're running into that scenario, and it may not be you, if
right.
if
That's
they're-
what I'm saying.
how
Again,
do they-
it's knowing your
how do
authentic
they-
self. So if you know and your people know that you're not a liar and you're not a fraud and you ain't stealing, you say, "Oh, Gerard gonna come to your house and you better watch him because he steal." I would applaud that. I'd be like, "Did they really tell you that?" You see what I'm saying? That's why I have friends with mansions and they let me invite all my friends there that they don't know. Because they know even if I have a million friends, and there gonna be some rats in between.
Absolutely.
Because good people will bring a rat. You see what I'm saying? But they first of all know that the integrity and the character. Character is the big word now that young people and a lot of the old people our age don't use. They don't use that. It's very important.
I'm gonna share with you too.
You can be nasty,
Yeah.
but have character.
There's are you familiar with Maslow's hierarchy of needs?
Sure.
Okay, so now what I
So sly.
and in psychology that's what they teach you. They teach the hierarchy of needs.
Right.
So the first needs, if the first basically 2 or 3 needs aren't met,
Right.
you can never reach the hierarchy of the
First need, you got to be
self-esteem.
safe.
You have to be safe.
Safety.
You have to eat. You have to eat. Then you have to have
Right.
money coming in.
Right.
Then you search for love, and this is what I teach in my coaching program. So then the next step is you can become open and you can accept love. But without those first 2 things in your life, it's hard for you to accept that love.
Right.
Then once you do have that love, now you can have that self-esteem.
She ain't know you was educated. You know that. Look at her face.
Oh, yeah. But
She like, Frankie.
now watch this.
What
Watch
class
this.
he took?
Now watch this. Understanding that, I'm beginning to understand even later in life, and I don't know, some of you guys may have had this issue too, and later in life, because I have accepted who I am. I'm able to, and I've affectionately called myself the cool nerd. I'm the nerd behind the famous people. So I'm the nerd who's Gerard's friend
And helping me to use my phone.
yeah. So, but I'm comfortable with that. Everybody can't be the cool person,
Right.
but I'm comfortable with being who I am, wearing my Ocean's 11.
Play your position. People don't do that no more.
Play
Your position.
And
You ain't calling me to do your taxes, but I know someone who can.
Yep.
You ain't calling me to help you get a house, but you know I can call y'all. You see what I'm saying? They know. Gerard know. You see what I'm saying? So you definitely gonna call me to have a good time. Though.
Oh, yeah.
That's important to me. You gonna call me to laugh. You gonna call me to entertain. Play your position. Oh yeah.
Play your position.
They don't do that no more either.
Yeah.
That's why people have wives. You play your position.
But
Let's drink to that.
Let
Position.
Let me finish this commercial. So, if you are a struggling entrepreneur and you don't understand Maslow's hierarchy of needs, you want to be an expert, and might want to sit in this seat right here. Share your story. We can turn your story into a book, and once you have that book, you become an authority. All you have to do is text expert to 301-549-6942. That's 301-549-6942. Now let's get back to this program. Go ahead, my brother.
I thought we was gonna take a break.
That was my commercial.
That was his.
Oh, I would like to refresh.
I had to pay the bill.
We don't get to refresh it.
We had to pay the bill.
What are you drinking?
God,
I'll get
cognac.
it for you. I get it for you. But
A little cognac, a little ice. Are we gonna take a break? Or
No, that was the break.
Oh, okay. So how we gonna get a drink?
We
Cognac,
have an
ice.
editor. We have an editor.
Oh, good.
cognac and ice.
Cognac, ice, and a little bit of Pepsi.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Y'all gonna fix y'all's too?
Yeah, we're gonna keep it rolling.
Keep it rolling,
We're
you know.
gonna keep it rolling.
She can only do one drink because her toes will break.
This is the
I'm busted.
outtake.
This is the handicap
outtake.
section.
When I clap
wanna
this back
know
in, that's part 2.
What you wanna know?
So, in your everyday,
Ask to be anything.
I am, you know.
So we still rolling
because
then. Oh man, this might not be part 2. Keep on.
with this personality that you have, it's a big, bold personality.
It is.
Okay.
And I'm holding a lot of it in. You know that.
That
They
is
know me.
That is true. That
Ain't
is-
no problem.
That is 100% true.
So,
He's
you know,
holding. You're getting about 20% of
Right.
real.
Your clients. When they
Okay,
come
you
in,
talking about work, 9 to 5.
Yeah, because that's
Okay.
that's why we're here.
Yeah.
We're trying to get
Okay.
I'm trying to understand the mental health, how you
Mhm.
help someone or how you can detect that someone is having a problem when they're
Mhm.
trying to.
Well,
act
the
like
first
that.
thing you do is you find out, you listen. You have
Mm-hmm.
to be a listener. Okay, someone comes to you. Now the position I'm in is young people come to me and they be like, look, I'm 18, 24. I didn't get a GED. F these people. I'm living in a little housing place. And my people, I can't stay with my family. And so they come to me and they're providing, they're saying what they need. I don't say, oh, well, you was acting up all through high school, hitting people upside the head, or you was special ed and you had IEP and you don't know how to talk to people. You sitting in my desk, you come in like this, and you don't know how to sit, and your hair, you ain't washed. Now the new thing is you don't do, they didn't do the hair. It ain't no grooming. I'm cut. You cut, and I need a haircut right now. You supposed to be cut. You supposed to be clean. Back in the day, that's how the way it was.
Right.
Young people now, they be like, yeah, you supposed to like me where I am.
But why do you
teeth
think that
crooked
is?
and-
Is it the parents?
It's pride. It's and they see in what's presented, just like we all did. Everybody had pop culture and rebellion, and you know, I had.
But I
used to dye my hair in the part and all of that. But you're supposed to do what makes you better. And if you don't have that self-esteem, that's why they've been trying to teach young girls. They got this young black girl thing, the self-esteem thing that's very important. It's very important. Now, I'm not saying, oh, women, the girls, everybody need a daddy and they got daddies and all of that. You can have a daddy and still act out. You can have a daddy and still be nasty. You see what I'm saying? Or you can have self-esteem and still be nasty and parlaying it into what you want. Whatever you want to do, whatever you like to do, first of all, find an appropriate way and get paid for it. If you like to be naked, you can't walk around the street naked because it's against the law. If you want to live with us, you got to go by some rules. My daddy said to me a long time ago in New York, he was like, you ain't got to listen to me, but you're going to listen to somebody. You're going to listen to the policeman. If you don't listen to him, you're going to listen to the warden. You're going to have to listen to somebody. And if you don't listen to somebody, you're just being a straitjacket in the cell.
I'm sorry.
No.
It's okay.
So what do you do exactly to help the young men?
What I do is I counsel them. And this is a good question because even this week I was asked to by a friend of mine that I've known for years. She got a grandson and he's wavering. And she was like, oh, she just kept saying it. He needs a male mentor. He needs a male mentor. He needs a male figure in his life. And I'm not in that position right now to do. And I've lost young people that I've gotten connected with, emotionally involved with, came over the house, learned what their needs is, and had a interest in them. Thank you so much, dear. And had a vibrant interest in them, and hung out with them. Took them to New York with me. Made them my half son. Dated their mama.
20%, y'all.
I don't do that no more.
He stopped yesterday.
And even if he's not in my program, I try to redirect grandma and give us some resources and try to lead them on a path. I can't jump in there no more. First of all, I don't have the vibrant and the energy to do that, and the fortitude and the emotional fortitude to get connected like that no more. I done lost boys like that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not doing that because you get emotionally invested and it's good, but 8 out of 10, it turns out not good, you know, and that risk, I'm not willing to take that anymore. You know, no more of that. But
What
don't have me on here crying. Y'all playing me.
They still had the big
Stop
brother
playing me.
programs, and you know
They do, and they have so many programs. I'm telling you, we're in Maryland now.
Okay.
But this person I talked to today, they live in D.C. and they have so many programs and so many nonprofits. Whereas, I mean, and if I had my own nonprofit and and had a contract for $800,000 and I can have 5 boys and I could work with the 5 boys and change their lives and become that vested.
What are the 5 boys?
The 5 boys. I
Oh,
told
5 boys. Okay, I thought, okay. 5,
Stop
5
playing me.
boys. Okay.
Anyway.
The boys that you working with. Okay.
He said, stop playing me. Anyway, I do talk funny, yes, and thank you for the cognac.
You're
Okay.
welcome.
Yeah, but I can't get vested like that anymore. But they have programs like that. They have mentor programs like that in Maryland.
What would
I met young people.
If
that
we're going, if someone is going through a mental again, because this is mental health
Sure.
awareness month. If someone is going and they're dealing with mental health, mental illness, like I
Sure.
said, because there are a lot of entrepreneurs who
Sure.
deal with this for a variety of reasons, a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety.
Sure.
Can you share with us maybe 1, 2, 3 steps that
Sure.
we could take?
Let me tell you this. First of all, and it's so amazing and wonderful that mental health has become
Stigmatized.
stigmatized. You can actually, and it's still stigmatized, for real. But it's okay to say,
I need help.
and it's okay to say you need help with anything. People used to be like, yo, they hiding their food stamps. It's okay to say you need help with anyone. What people don't understand is the people at the top, where you think it's the top, the top entertainers, Kevin Hart, anybody, they all did not do it by themselves. That's why Kevin take care of everybody. You remember when he had the accident in the truck? You see how
Somebody else trying to say.
you see how they ran out and his people hid the stuff and it was cleaned up
Right.
before. Those people are taken care of. Don't hear about them no more. The little trainer, they ain't working them out no more. The little girl trainer, it was a party. Don't sleep. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's what you're supposed to have.
Right.
When Puffy had the incident, and J-Lo was there in the hotel, and Shine took the beef, and J-Lo was like, I can't deal with this no more. She never came around again. They took the beef, and he paid for everything. You're supposed to have. That's why when you see people in positions that are prominent and they fluent and they making money, and then something happens and they don't have a backup to at least a plan to what happened. You were like, what is going on? Why wouldn't he let John drive? Why wouldn't he let? That's why my man Haskins, the quarterback,
Dwayne.
they thinking that it was a conspiracy now because that was kind of fishy.
It was kind of odd.
You see what I'm saying?
Say
What
he was in
happened?
the middle of the highway,
That's
walking across the
crazy.
highway with some gas.
Yeah.
And they saying he was dosed or something. It's all kind of things going on. And I thought it was odd immediately because you're supposed to have parameters in place. It's okay to be wild, reckless, nasty, but be safe. That's what's important. Whatever you do, be safe. That's what, I don't care what you do.
But you have a lot of people that think that they are immortal.
Oh, sure, we did.
Yeah.
And that's by the grace of God we here.
In the 20s.
That's all by the grace of God we here. Come on now.
But today it's a little bit different because it's a struggle. To me, in my opinion, it's a struggle.
Well,
They're having some type of struggle.
You know
where
what
you
it
have
is?
to be.
We had by the grace of God, we had a system, a fallback system, and people with the fortitude to say that because now, a friend of mine, this is a true story too. Today, he called me today and he was like, I met this chick and she gave me all of this and did this And I'm in my back of my mind, I'm thinking fortitude in the head. And I'm like, yo, be safe. Sound like she's setting you up. Right? We in our 50s now.
Mm-hmm.
And back then we would have been going hard and getting, and as long as you're nice about it and she being nice to you. But now I'm like, yo, that don't sound good because we have a safe way we do stuff. And your way is taking unrealistic risks.
Wow.
And now people say now we have the fortitude to say that. A lot of it is that we old and we punks too. Because I can't run more than 2 blocks now. I ain't picking nobody up. I get the young boys to do my lifting. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of that is age too. You know, my mama wasn't afraid of flying until she got in the 50s. You know, now I'll get on the plane and I'm like, oh shit. Oh, I'm holding on. A lot of that is age.
We used to have our hands.
But you a punk, right? No, I'm still a sucker for that. But a lot of that is not recklessness. A lot of that is pure youth and strength. I can't be hurt type thing. And there was minimal stuff that could hurt us. Now I fall down.
We done for
you fall down and more than 2 months. That's gonna hurt for like 5 years. Now we old now, and I hope it doesn't. You said who?
Third.
Older.
Okay.
Not old.
So with that being said, we have come into.
I don't like her attitude. Okay, go ahead.
We have come into who we are. And we're here now.
Right.
And this is us, and we know better. And
right.
We have the wisdom.
Right.
And all of that. But
and we still take risks.
Right. And we do. So I was going to ask, who are your demographics right now? Are they older people or younger people?
Oh, I talk
to everyone.
I talk and help everybody. I mean, I have people call me up.
But
especially, you know what's really funny now? Women and men call us now. I got guy friends too that call me up and be like, look, Gerard, I just want somebody that's a woman that I can rely on. We want fulfilling relationships. Okay. Not necessarily a husband and wife. And, you know, people have been married 2 or 3 times and got grown kids. And they want somebody that can meet them halfway. I don't have to pay for all our trips flying and da-da-da-da. And some guys is down for that as long as she's fun. And, you know.
Companionship.
And right. And not. A lot of guys now, you know how they're outside the box. So, the women our age, not old, but a little bit older, they have a problem. A lot of guys are like, oh, they run to these different countries. They like the young girls. They see all these TikTok fake bodies and everything. And let me tell you, they fake bodies too. Because I've been there. I know, you know, the band, I ain't got a problem with it. But come on, bro. All right, so white girls ain't doing working out like that.
Now I'm gonna drive across the street right here.
Go ahead.
What's the wildest party you ever been to?
Oh, goodness. You said, "Oh goodness," like you got a wild party.
Really?
Yeah, really. What's the wildest party you ever been to?
And how many of them had some mental issues?
Right. Right. A wild party is not a party that, because even a regular party is going to offend some people.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? If we was in high school and everybody's a blue light and everybody's against the wall grinding, and one girl is mad because her girlfriend grinding, she gonna be offended or whatever. So it don't matter. Any party you go to, a social setting, somebody gonna be unhappy. All right. I've been to parties.
But so you're equating wild with unhappiness?
No. Wild. I'm equating wild with offending someone. That's what I'm doing. So I've been to a house party where they had all strippers, and I answered the door. In the house, we waited for the strippers, and it was a house full of men. And when the strippers came to the door, I took off all my clothes and answered the door, butt naked, to trip them out.
The stripper.
Yes. So they walking in the house full of men waiting for them, and I'm butt naked answering the door. Just to shock value. You see what I'm saying?
The shock value.
And there's guys in there going, what's wrong with him?
Mm-hmm.
Some of the guys going, that's Gerard.
But you know what I think? I think is because the guys who are saying what's wrong with him, they don't have the confidence to do what you do.
Right.
Their mindset is, okay, you know what? I wouldn't do that. So now they're going to impose their limitations on what you should do.
But in that setting, it's appropriate. To me, it's appropriate. My behavior in that setting. But if we had a house party and it's a pool and everybody's 50 and then I jump in and take off all my stuff, it might not be appropriate. You see what I'm saying?
We had a pool party.
And that has happened. Not at your house.
At our house.
I know, that's what I said. That's why I brought it up.
At our house.
It has happened.
Running butt naked. And we're like, what is he doing?
And let me tell you, as far as I'm concerned, it ain't that impressive. But it's ridiculous.
You know what we're talking about.
And ridiculous is fun. Ridiculous is fun. When you in the toy box playing in the sand, and I'm throwing the sand up, it's appropriate. It might be ridiculous, but that's fun. Throwing the sand up in the air. It might get in your hair, and you're mad, and your mama cussing, but we in the sandbox.
You always need some type of excitement at a party. You just can't.
Well, everywhere, everyone should, to me, push the limits. That's as long as you don't hurt people, and that's why I relate to Bill.
I'm glad you said, because now for me, I have to learn how to do that. I have to learn how to be more of how to push. Because
you are you, but you accept even when your people push the limits.
Yeah.
Do you need to push the limits?
He wants to, is what he's saying.
Punched in the face. No,
he won't. Because he let you do it.
I don't want to push the limits like, no, I don't want to push the limits like that. But no, as far as
he let you do it.
What did I do?
No, you push the limits.
I do.
But it's in your parameters of you. Yes.
I push the limits. Don't.
That's why y'all work. He might, even if he's unhappy or he lets you know, it's not to get back. It's not that tit for tat. That's the thing. That's a whole subject too that we need to talk about. People in relationships, young people need to learn that. That tit for tat thing is crazy.
Talk on.
Do you think
that never works in relationships? Never. I know for a fact they ain't never seen tit for tat. Oh, you gonna do that? And I'm gonna do this.
No, never. We've never done
because that don't work.
No, it does not.
But they need to recognize that in who they're around, their friends, their people that are dating other people, at work, anywhere that doesn't. I don't know who made that up. It is the most detrimental. Even if I'm unhappy with what you do, and I'm hurt and I'm offended, and me doing it, especially if we're in a relationship, whatever relationship, my friends, your boy, whoever. Oh, I feel like you did that. And that's what makes it even worse now, because they be like, I feel like you did that, so I'm gonna do this. It might not even be.
So let me ask you, with people who are tit for tat or always looking,
it's a problem.
Yeah, but is that a mental issue?
Sure.
Okay.
Because it's a mental issue as in a framework of in our society.
Right.
It don't work in our society. If you want to live with us, you see what I'm saying? It's just like in our society. If you got something I want and I'm bigger than you and I can take it from you, you ain't supposed. In our society, that don't work. You see what I'm saying? You need to go in a different society.
Is that a mental problem?
I believe it's more of an ego thing to prove.
And oppositional.
Right. I want to be able to prove to myself that I can do
ego,
ABC. Or that's my opinion.
Ego, that respect thing too. Even with women. Even with women.
And I'm asking
Even with
this
women.
question because you have people going overboard. You have people shooting people.
Anything
and
is
killing
overboard
people.
though. If we here together and somebody walk in and she's bad, if you gonna be mean to her because you protecting him, you see what I'm saying? It's a different kind of tit for tat. And it's a different kind of thing that don't work in our society. But in caveman, that's what you protecting yo. You see what I'm saying?
Me woman.
Right. And you, first of all, you don't have to do it if you have the fortitude and the swagger and the, even if she's bad and even if he's attracted to her. If you have the flyness, you don't have to do that. Or if you have the smartness, you don't have to do that. And you can still protect. You don't have to be mean and act a fool and curse and put out. You see what I'm saying?
So
There's ways to handle a situation.
We've evolved from that type of behavior. And
It's not our society.
Right.
And especially if you with us, we old now. You're supposed to have different forms of way of handling shit.
Right, but everybody, they don't know.
Exactly.
They
Don't have that.
Or
they don't have that.
Or there's some trigger. I mean, I just read an article the other day where it was a guy, and he was dating, he had a girlfriend, he was dating another girl, and he broke it off with this girl, this outside girl, and she got so upset that she came back and gunned this girl down in front of her child.
Snapped.
The real girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, the girlfriend. She gunned her down in front of her child.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so did she just flip out? Did she always have this malice in her heart? I mean,
and also you might not feel that you can compete. Or even if you've lost, what if a guy came in here and he had swagger and he had a whole bunch of money? That's why Indecent Proposal was such an amazing movie. A guy had a whole bunch of swagger and a whole bunch of money, and he was like, "Oh, you got short on bills? I'm gonna take Maria to so and so and so and so and so," and you couldn't compete financially. You supposed to have a plan. You see what I'm saying? And God hoping that you got a woman that will will at least talk to you and be like, "Look, we're gonna work together and get this money." Something.
But watch.
But if you know you can't compete and you resort to what's outside of our society, that's a whole thesis.
Here's the
reason
reason that I'm laughing at what you said is because, and my mind is always thinking
ahead.
Yeah. So even with the Indecent Proposal, everything is about a story.
Yes.
And whether we're telling a story in the movies, whether you're telling a story and whatever it is, it's a story. Now watch this. The story is the character,
right?
Something that they needed to overcome,
right?
Something or someone who guided them to a solution.
Antagonist,
and
protagonist.
It got deeper. Somehow, some way, they overcame that issue.
Right.
And then it ended up...
First, it became a problem. And then
it became a problem. Right. All that is, when they tell stories like that in the movies, all it is they use the business formula. I'm just letting you know that.
Exactly. and right, it's a business formula and a story formula.
It's a story formula.
Yeah, a format.
About the competing part, why should anyone feel the need to compete with anyone?
And that's what's crazy. If you have self-esteem and, first of all, healthy, right? And it's healthy. But people saying, "Oh, well, you shouldn't want to live with the Joneses. Oh, they got a car, their house. They got swimming pool and jacuzzi. I want that too." You know what I'm saying?
So you think our society is a never satisfied society?
Well, even if you're not satisfied, your shit can inspire me to get one.
Right.
Or inspire me to do things to get it.
So
I don't have to try and take theirs.
Why can't you be inspired and not competitive? You can be inspired.
And see, people turn it the negative way. Why you gotta have a detriment?
Because you can have something, right? You can have something, and two different people can look at it different ways. One may see it as I want to aspire to do that, and one may see it as I want to bring them down. So because they have something that I don't have, It's not you. It's the person who's viewing you. How they're living.
And what's even crazy
about to competing?
Yeah.
Why does a person have to compete? Why can't you let? If someone has something that you want to, why can't it be an inspiration to get to that point? Why do you have to compete?
Because
to be better?
because they have something in them that makes them feel good to
try to do better than that.
It's
not to try to do better.
It's not
to try to detract from that person. It makes them feel better. Oh, look at him. He think he the shit. You see what I'm saying?
Go out and try to emulate what this person is doing. Is that what they do?
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be that way. It can be inspiring. Why can't it be? And this is the caveat right here, because it works on two different levels. Why can't it be like, look, Frankie Maria, how'd you get that shit? Rum Reds, how you get that shit? Mm-hmm. Help me get it.
Right.
That's how
And then some people, some of our people be like, I ain't telling you.
That's how they
I don't
do in
want
Asia.
you.
They
'Cause I don't
help
want
you if you ask.
Right.
They tell you, and
Right.
that's how.
And some of our people be like, I ain't telling you because I don't want you to have shit like me.
And here's the crazy part.
Because they want to feel better.
And what is that? What is that? How does that make you feel better? Why can't we all have this shit? We all have to be fly together.
The reason, let me say, the reason that we're doing this podcast is so we can empower our people to do better, to get better, because we are looking for more people on the come up that we can invest in.
Well, you know, black people, I'm sorry to say this, they're afraid that you're trying to take advantage. Oh, they want me to get down so that I can give them $500 and be a part of their network. And they don't think that, you see what I'm saying? They don't feel that it's genuine. They feel that, oh, it's got to be something in them. And, of course, everybody should be compensated. Mm-hmm. When I'm on here, I ain't doing this for money or nothing. But a billion people going to watch because I'm the shit. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
No, you see what I'm saying?
You real.
But I ain't saying, they using me. I got to get this to get. And that's the biggest thing. A lot of people, our people, won't be like, look. Because the first thing I said coming in here, I was like, this is the real estate office. I know who the real estate person is. I said, I need, can you work with me?
Can you help me with
Fix it. The child support is paid off. Let's go.
Jesus, fix it.
It's 50 years now. I don't want no house note. I just want fly shit.
We got some fly shit for you.
I know. And I live in fly shit. I live on the water.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, we got to come down there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you having a party?
I have parties all the time.
Oh, well.
Well, my house, Tam is, shout out to Tam.
Yeah, shout out, Tam. Shout out, baby.
It still ain't going to be good enough. She's like, who's that rich one?
You didn't have to say all that.
I'm extra.
He had 30% now. We had 20% earlier. Then we had.
Let's do a shot.
We had 30% raw in there. Yeah.
But and I'm so thankful for this forum because I'm gonna outlive all of y'all anyway. But if I don't,
it's gonna live in infamy.
Yeah.
Well, watch this whole. Now I'm gonna transition real quick. I'm gonna transition over. And I think I talked to you probably about 10 years ago about it. Have you ever wrote a book?
No.
Okay. Would you?
And I like to write.
Okay. What topic would you like to write a book on?
First things I would like to write about is like my daughters, about how they write a book for my kids or for my daughters, daddy's words to you, or watch out for these motherfuckers. Something like that. And then just an insight into me. Probably a second one on making moves, or it ain't all about the cash, because I really think I'm like the most famous person I know with no money. Because I do so much because I love it.
Right.
I make everybody. I do stand up. I do everything. I host shows. I throw events. If you doing something and you got a bus, I'll fill the bus up. You ain't got to throw me a whole bunch of money. I'm there. I might get 2 invites, and it's fun, and I go free. It's not about, because I've been on the boats, I've been on the houses.
Nobody.
I ain't cutting the grass anyway.
Nobody.
I don't cut the grass at my house.
At the end of their life, I need more money. The
Right.
thing they say at the end of their life, I wish I had more time.
Right.
I wish I would have had more fun.
Right.
That's what they say at the end of their life. So you not making the
You sound like I'm dying tomorrow.
the cash, the biggest issue. No. So we gonna. I'm gonna be your co-author. We're gonna. I don't know what we're gonna name it, but Gerard and I, we're writing a book together. I'm trying to tell you now. We're gonna write a book together.
After you fix my Facebook,
we're gonna figure that out. So we're gonna go through the process.
The Big Daddies.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like
I
it.
like it.
So I asked this question on Facebook. Not really. Nobody really responded.
Because they were scared.
So is freedom priceless or is freedom price less than money?
That's too deep. First of all, that's why the Facebook people, they ain't smart. She talking about.
Say that
Talking
again.
about.
Is freedom priceless or is freedom price less than money?
She talking about Stephen Biko shit.
Freedom price
Priceless.
less.
Is it-
than-
No, it's freedom
She don't-
priceless or is freedom price less than money?
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Oh, it's definitely not price less than money. Freedom?
People would.
You got people to die for freedom.
They would rather have the freedom than money.
But you have people that are dying for money,
Sure.
but they aren't free.
But they would.
They think that makes them free.
Right. If they had a choice in their minds,
It's
they would
fraught.
choose freedom over money.
So
They
why
don't-
chase the money to?
Because they think that's what makes them free.
Exactly. They believe.
And that's what's
what
so,
makes them free.
and that's what's so, and that's another narcissistic trait I think I got. Because from day one, I was like, you know, I'm from New York. We came from the projects, moved up, and, you know, we were in the neighborhood where we went on vacation for Easter, and they didn't have most people didn't have a full family. And, you know, if I needed something, my father and mother said, you don't have to work, you just go to school, that's your job. So I have a narcissistic thing, I think also, that money, and I'm a church boy too, that's why I got so many suits. If God is gonna take care of the sparrow, I ain't worried about shit.
You know he's gonna take care of
Do you understand? That's
He's
narcissistic to me.
Okay, so
I'm like this. If I get fired tomorrow,
So you gonna? Is there something gonna happen?
So do you
and I always
think,
win.
You always
based on that, do you think some of the issues that are happening are based on people's lacking faith and belief in God?
In God, in themselves, in self-confidence, in ego, and they aspire ego in a. That's what's so amazing. That's a book right there too, a thesis. Why is ego drawn on so negative and self-esteem drawn negatively? You see what I'm saying? You could be the shit, be amazing, and still have friends, and still have uplift, and still not put people down, and be free, not just with money. Be free to be you. Be free. And I ain't gonna say his name, but I used to have a friend of mine. Well, he's still my friend, and we used to hang out all the time. And we go to parties, we go to events, and you know people just run up, Gerard, what's up, what's up? If somebody ran up and didn't look the part, or look, oh, don't talk to her, she looked like a crackhead. Why you hugging? You know, it was like, you idiot. That's my people. We at Republic Garden. We at Bougie Joint. But you hugging people that don't look like they belong. And he's saying that, but that's my boy. You see what I'm saying? But I don't stop. But I don't hold me in because of what he's thinking.
Man,
and I don't detriment him.
That's beautiful, bro.
Because of the way he is. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm older. I ain't trying to school him oh, you should be this way, and that's
It's
called having a
his-
pompous attitude.
Yeah, it's his
Pompous.
perception of what he believes is
Success.
success or what he believes
not
is
even
the
that.
right.
If the honey see me hugging her, and she look like a crackhead, then I ain't gonna get play. That's low self-esteem too. Well, if you
Oh,
the
you
shit,
think
you can hug
that's
whoever
how
you want.
He's thinking
Yeah, people ain't gonna talk to him and us because you hugging and engaging people that don't look like us. She don't look healthy.
people used to say that to me.
Yeah.
And why you hang out with those girls? Why do you don't talk to? Why you talk to that guy? I'm like, well, I'm just being nice. I mean, he's a nice person. I never shunned anyone.
And you
but
want me
guys
not to
would
be
say that
me?
to me. Why you hanging out with those girls? They not on they're not on your level. And I'm like,
but
well,
also,
they're my friends.
But also, see, she need to know, and I told my daughters this, and it still don't work. Because I told my daughters the rap game from day one, every rap there is in the book. That's a rap too. Guys saying, why you hanging out with them? You not like them. You better than them. Girl, come over here in the parking lot with me. That's rap number 606. You see what I'm saying? That's a gas up.
You say that's another book.
That's a gas up.
They was being real about, and I'm like, but those are
And they was,
but
it's
I
a
never
gas up.
rolled out to the car or whatever.
I know that, but they trying, girl, we gotta get your number later.
I don't have those things to worry about now.
Exactly, but all I'm saying is that's one of the raps. You see what I'm saying? You got it? And I've taught them to recognize that it don't matter what you teach them, because when they get that feeling and that heart tug, it go out the window.
Emotions, man.
It go out the window. You can't. But I taught them all the rap games. I taught.
So, if somebody was struggling with mental illness today,
Yes.
what would be some things that you would tell them?
First of all,
And while y'all doing that, I'm gonna give this 60 seconds of fire right here. Y'all go ahead. Go ahead, G. Finish up.
First of all, if they are a detriment to themselves or other people, they need immediate help. Okay, so if you're drinking every day, I was in the emergency room and this young white Chinese dude, you know how they look white and Chinese now? Mm-hmm. That's a new trait too. But anyway, he comes in and he got the Rolex. He comes in the emergency room on a Friday night and he's like, yo, I need help. And I was like, ain't nothing wrong with you. What's wrong with you, But they flagged him, but he drinks a lot. And I said to him, so what you drinking? He said, well, I work from home. They doing the internet thing, young people making the money. He's doing that. It was during the COVID. That's when I worked in the emergency room. And he goes, I'm drinking too much. I said, what you drinking? He said, those skinny cans, the hard iced tea or the water with the liquor and...
Yeah.
That's what I did. I said, that ain't even liquor. To myself, I said. But it does have liquor in it. I said, well, how many are you drinking a day? He said, well, 2 cases. I said, this motherfucker.
2 cases a week alcohol or whatever you want to call it. 2 cases.
I thought he
Killing
said a day.
himself.
I thought he said a day.
A day?
He did say a day.
Oh,
2 cases.
He was killing himself. But he had that cash, lived in Georgetown. He was just like, look. I said, well, you needed finding yourself. And I think he just came in because he was, you know how they come in for detox. Mm-hmm. They come in to clean out for 2 days, watch TV, they get this cable, they get bed and everything, for 2 days. And I was like, look, there's treatment centers and all of this. You do this. He's like, no, I'm good. After the 2 days, he was like, I'm good.
So he just completely got himself off of...
No, he didn't get himself off. He just cleaned himself out for 2 days, went back home.
Okay.
I don't know what happened to him.
So, okay. So they come in and they stay for...
Some people do that. I mean, there's homeless people that do that in the hospital.
Sometimes that's a mental break because you got all these things going on in your personal life and it's just a ball. So you're drinking and then if I just get rid of the phone.
Yeah.
And I feel myself doing that.
Well, you go to the spa though. See, that's the difference.
Or I just
Right, go to
Sometimes
the
I'll
movies.
just be in the house and don't
Right.
want to be bothered. I
Right.
don't want to. I don't about the phone.
Woman mental breakdown. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got it.
But he probably couldn't get away, or he might be somebody who
Right.
doesn't know how
People
to
in the
stay
house.
up. Right.
And somebody in the house might be facilitating him and enabling him. Because you making that money.
100%.
They coming in the house with cases of it.
Lemonade. I'm just saying.
But that's what that was intriguing to me because it was such a weak thing.
But that's an addiction. I mean, people had different
Any
types
addiction.
of addiction.
Any addiction.
Which-
I love
and
going
that
out.
led into
I could
something
go out
else.
every night and party and be
Ooh,
around social
you an
people.
addict.
I
know
could
you
go.
are.
I could.
Do you think?
But if I didn't have to work or rest, now I got to rest.
But here's a question:
You see what I'm saying?
Do you believe you're an addict?
I know I'm not an addict. Oh no. An addict is somebody that needs it and can't control it.
Okay.
You know, I mean, I like porn every day, but not need it.
We're talking about the partying, you know. Do you feel like
I'm not addicted to porn.
Do you feel like you need that?
Like what? What's his name? Franklin.
Oh, which one?
He was addicted to porn.
Who? Which one? Which one?
Kirk Franklin.
Kirk Franklin.
Oh, for real?
She know him.
Yeah.
He was addicted to porn.
The
He might still
the gospel
be.
singer.
He was addicted to porn. He
Wow.
probably still is. Yeah. He threw all of them away, and this was when they was tapes. He threw all of them away in the back in the dumpster, and then ran out there, and jumped in the dumpster, got
Don't throw that away. Don't throw that away.
When the truck came by, he chased the truck,
That's how you knew he had a problem. When he started.
and he said that. He chased in the porn truck.
Oh my God.
But it's okay to watch every day. You brush your teeth every day. You're not addicted to brushing.
Oh, Lord.
Oh my God.
You compared the two. You compared it.
Hygiene to.
Yes, that's what's funny. It's absurd, right? Absurd is funny.
He didn't want to.
Absurd is funny. It's ridiculous.
So let me ask you.
You can brush your teeth every day, but you can't wash one every day.
So how often do you
I
go
can't.
out
I
in a
can't.
week's time?
Now, once, twice,
Oh,
maybe
wow.
3 times.
Okay, so you've slowed
Huh?
down.
No, a week.
Yeah.
You know
So
what?
you
She
slowed
needs to
down.
stop. Oh, come on.
I'm just
Really?
asking. I'm asking.
Have I slowed down?
Yes.
I done slowed down with everything.
Mhm.
Everything.
Yes. So
Yes.
so you
We
have
old
overcome
now.
your addiction.
No, it's not addiction. We old now. You can't possibly do stuff. I mean, you know what? I mean, your husband want to pick you up, but he ain't gonna do it.
Is that true?
Yeah,
Hurt my back.
he would desire. Yeah.
Are you saying that I'm
No,
Gained too much weight?
no.
he's
See,
saying
like,
he
Oh,
said
yeah.
hurt my back?
no, it hurt
because
him.
he's old.
He's old, not because
Older.
you.
Older.
Now,
Oh, dirt.
now, if he got 2
Oh,
young boys to do it for him,
Oh, he's
would you have a problem with that? That's the issue. Let's go there.
Would I have a problem with it? Yes.
See,
He's not having that. He'll break his staff.
Look.
Yes.
we all need help.
We go to the chiropractor on Monday.
Right, but you
I'm
can
sure
get,
there's some
but
contraction
you can
that
get,
we
you
can
can get help.
purchase.
Right, you can get help from the tax man.
You
but
get
can't
a
help.
swing.
Yeah, a swing.
Woo. Oh, I thought you were talking about something.
That's swinging. Lord.
All right, the young boys.
Yeah. All right. We're going land this plane real quick. We're going 60 seconds of fire. 60 seconds of fire. Rapid fire. Just throw a question at you. First thing that comes to your mind.
Good.
Right. Are you more motivated by love, by money, or the fear? When I say fear, meaning to prove something to someone else.
Probably more motivated now by health or anything. I'm old now, and it's very pertinent. If I go out here now, I'm looking around. Whereas young, you like, yo, I got this.
Okay.
So I go to ATM or the gas station. I'm old. I'm a punk now.
All right.
So age just turned me into this.
All right. If you could change one thing about your journey of life from
goodness.
if you could change one thing, what would it be and why?
I would have been ready when opportunities came to me. We all have things that we didn't do and regrets, they call them. But there's been opportunities Whereas, I used to sit and, like we drinking now, I used to sit with Denzel. And I used to talk to him and be like, look, D, just introduce me, put me in the room with your agent. You only had to give me a hookup. I would have came a different way. Or I had our conversation with Spike Lee before when he did his first movie. And I would have got on his timeline. So there's things that I remember like it was yesterday, but I don't regret my journey. I was in LA and I made some mistakes and I did my 2 years there. And I might have should have stayed to keep pursuing my dream. So there might be things that I would have gone a different path, but I don't regret my path because it brought me wonderful things, wonderful people, and my life is still incredibly amazing. Incredibly amazing.
Well, we all know what assets are, like your car, assets, your
I
car.
thought I said asses, didn't
Me
I?
too. I was about to say,
I know what asses are.
I drink to the asses.
You know that's right up his alley.
Ta-da!
Your car, your house, your bank account, and all these things are assets.
Okay.
What do you believe your greatest invisible asset, meaning things that people can't see? Ooh.
Oh, definitely. Character is integrity, empathy. I call myself, I'm Deacon Seabrooks' kid. I was raised in the church intensely, and I still act up. And to have that fortitude and have that foundation is, I've been so blessed with having, where I can act up within parameters and I've been blessed to have act up as much as I have and still maintain safety and vision. Look, I'm in college. I'm doing the utmost, but I got to be ready for class on Monday. To have that. And, I wasn't in school trying to find the richest person and be his friend and then I've been set for life. And I could have done that. There's people I know that have done that. They've been set for life. They met the person, friend or woman or husband or wife, and they've been set for life. But we go, and that's why I tell young people all the time, you go to school, I don't even care the reason you want to go. College, it don't make you no more money, it don't make you smarter. All you gotta do is, it teaches you to be a self-advocate. You can't finish college if you don't want to wait online to get that ID. You can't finish college if you don't stand online to finish getting that financial aid. I tell my daughters beforehand when they was in school, first thing you do is go to that financial aid office and find a black person back there and make them your friend. I don't care if the bill is paid. Still make them your friend because you might need to take Janet to that person. So making relationships, being open to relationships, open to people. Even if this person has a shady outlook or grimy, we have the fortitude to look past them. And once you get to know that person, you work on safety. As many people as we know, ain't everybody gonna be perfect. I got raggedy friends. I'm raggedy to some people. Why you hang with Gerard? There gonna be people on here now that say, why you got Gerard on there? So
that's my friend.
Right. But there's always gonna be people that are not on your level. And when people say, there's people on there on Facebook and TikTok all the time. If they're not on your level, they can't be in your crew. Or if they're not above you, you can't be around them. Get out of here. That's raggedy. I hang with knuckleheads.
0 to 10, baby. 0
right.
to 10.
He ain't gonna ask me for $1 every time or whatever. And that's another thing. People around people. If I was Oprah's friend, I have friends like this too. Because we all have affluent friends. If I was affluent and me and Frankie went out once a week, I don't expect Frankie to pay the bill. What is this new thing that he got to pay the bill or at least offer it? You see what I'm saying? You damn right. Michael Jordan's paying the bill and me and him go out once a month. Really? If Oprah was my people,
Right.
I got friends of mine that be like, nah, I'll at least offer. Hell no! Oprah got the money, you pay, girl. You got the facility. You see what I'm saying? Don't mean you got a big ass house and I want to throw a party, I'm trying to use you. Your house is bigger. I really, all of this. All of this being afraid of people and taking advantage of, and the sensitivity and the scaredness, we all family.
But yeah, we are. But
I'm not
there
gonna let
are
you-
people that will take advantage.
And that's where we have the fortitude to be like, nigga, I ain't giving you $5. I had a friend of mine last week ask me $440. I said, no. I still love you. You my boy. No. Now, if he cut me off for not giving it to him, it's a problem.
I was just thinking about this because I know for a fact that I'm thinking about a person, and
I know.
Whenever they come onto my post and they like my post and they start commenting on my post, I can almost bet within the next week I'm getting a phone call
Asking
for some money. Yo, Frank, man, you blowing it up, man. You doing your thing, bro. And then there's a story, and then there's the ask. I know, and this been for like the past 5 years.
a lot of that is, do you think he's always in need or he just wants to? That's another whole thesis. Because there's some people that ask.
And don't need?
Oh, yeah. Because they feel that that's a way of caring. I mean, just like women. I mean, I'm not, oh, shit. I'm sorry.
I'm going to the next question, bro. I'm
talking about, you treating.
I'm going to the
You
next
don't need a guy to treat you. You see what I'm saying? You want him to present that he want to be with you, not. You see what I'm saying?
All right, Jake. All right. What is your biggest butt in life?
Oh, I thought you were talking about.
I know.
I thought you were talking about my woman.
Yeah. Oh,
My only biggest butt. No, I'm just playing.
What is your biggest butt?
I know you watching me. Anyway,
The red light is the one that's.
oh, it's flipping back and forth. Okay.
What do you believe your biggest butt in life is?
Like,
I would have been at this particular place in my life, but
that's a regret. That's a regret.
Does the butt have to be a regret?
Well, when he put the frame in that parameter, I mean, I would have been here.
You
but
could have been
I didn't do
homeless,
this.
but I decided to take a chance.
All right. I mean, and that's what's wonderful. You could have been what?
Yeah, I could have been locked up, but
Well, I mean, I'm a black man and I've been locked up. I ain't do no time. I ain't spending the night. I've been in there a few times. I'm like,
bang.
funny story. Once I was in the holding cell and I'm in there with 80 people. They did a sweep, child support, of course. And I'm in there with 80 guys. And they in there cracking jokes and everything. And I'm like, I'm the funniest thing in here. And I ain't cracking nothing. Ain't nothing funny about this. Well, so they in there. And, the night is going on and on and on. And they're like, okay, well, now we're going to put the rest of y'all on the block. I ain't never been on the block. I've been locked up, in the holding cell. But I ain't never been on the block. You ain't putting me in the unit. That's where the real criminals is at, on the unit. They called me. I said, don't give me the shot. They give you the shot, the tetanus shot. So after they give you the tetanus shot, then you go on the unit. I said, don't give me the shot. I'm getting ready to get out. Don't give me the shot. They was about to shoot me. I swear it was like a movie. They was about to shoot me. They said, Gerard, Seabrooks. I said, stop! Man, I've never been on the block.
He was about to go on the block.
Yeah, I ain't going on the unit.
But they called his name. But
you pulled your hand away.
But they called his name.
But I got set free. I ain't never been on the block. Shout out to all my locked up brothers.
All right,
last one.
one. Finish this statement.
Okay.
Life is
amazing. Acting up and pushing it to the limits and smiling too much, laughing too much. Laugh hard and come harder. Even if you got to do it by yourself.
That's when the porn comes about.
Hey guys, we're gonna land this plane while they finish up here. Drinking.
I'm drinking all that cognac.
Yeah. We like to thank Gerard Seabrooks for stopping by the Lounge 315. I'm Frankie P.
Maria P.
Sinead V.
Gerard G.
Hey, and this is the BS of entrepreneurship. Behavioral science, guys. Behavioral science. Remember that. Behavioral science. And as your part of Frankie P, remember, you change your perspective, you change your life. When you change your perspective, you change your life. When you change your perspective, I'm not going to say what G said, but I'm just going to say, laugh hard. And guess what's going to happen? You're going to change your life. Peace. We out of here, guys. Thank you.